Laporta. Relations with Real Madrid are poor. Carlo Ancelotti reveals a surprise regarding the international break with Real Madrid. First comments from Mbappé after scoring his first brace for Real Madrid in La Liga. Diaz. What Valverde is doing with Real Madrid is impressive. Injury curse hits Real Madrid, but there is good news.
If you are a fan and follower of Real Madrid, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and follow our page.
Laporta. Relations with Real Madrid are poor. Barcelona president Joan Laporta spoke publicly about Real Madrid when directly asked. He admitted that the Negreira case is still having an impact. He said in his statements, "The relations with Real Madrid are poor because of the Negreira case. We have many complaints about false statements. Let them continue to do what they think they should do, and we will also do what we think is right." When asked about the start of La Liga and the fact that they are trailing by 4 points behind Real Madrid with Mbappé, Laporta said, "I focus on Barcelona." He continued, "We started well as expected. Now I enjoy winning 7-0 against Valladolid. We showed great football with quality and intensity. We are optimistic and excited, convinced that things will go well." Barcelona's next match after the international break will be against Girona on Sunday, September 15th at the Olympic Stadium. Carlo Ancelotti reveals a surprise regarding the international break with Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti, coach of Real Madrid, has expressed some concern about the first international break of the season after 4 rounds of La Liga. Ancelotti's statements. Ancelotti stated on his club's official website, "The international break is not suitable for us at all, as it will deprive us of players, especially those who travel to South America and face some difficulties in returning." The Italian coach added, "The only thing I hope for is that no one gets injured, as that is the biggest risk. As for the pressure of matches, it is a normal thing." On the other hand, Ancelotti seemed confident in his team's abilities despite fluctuating results at the start of the season, with draws against Mallorca and Las Palmas, and wins against Valladolid and Real Betis. The experienced Italian emphasized, "We are not worried or frustrated. Instead, we are highly motivated to do better. We achieved a well-deserved victory against Betis on Sunday evening, entering the international break with positive vibes." Ancelotti also explained that his team lacks consistency, adding, "Sometimes we lose matches without justification, and I affirm that teamwork has been and will remain the key to success. Scoring goals is our last problem." Ancelotti then talked about Kylian Mbappé, who scored twice against Betis, ending his scoring drought in the first 3 rounds of the league. The French player had scored in his debut against Atalanta in the UEFA Super Cup. Ancelotti said, "We did not put any pressure on Mbappé to score goals. He played a good match and worked well collectively with his teammates, and Vinicius Jr. handled it brilliantly by letting him take the penalty to score his second goal." The Real Madrid coach concluded his statements. "Scoring goals is important for Mbappé, but the most important thing is to assess the collective performance, which was better than in the previous match." First comments from Mbappé after scoring his first brace for Real Madrid in La Liga. French star Kylian Mbappé commented on the goals he scored in the match between Real Madrid and Real Betis during the 4th round of La Liga. Mbappé's statements. Mbappé said in TV comments after the match, "I have already scored in this legendary stadium. The Bernabeu is the best stadium in the world." The player added, "I am extremely happy. People love me a lot even when I don't score. For me, receiving all this support from the fans, the team, and everyone here means a lot. All this support gives me the confidence to score more goals. I hope this will happen in the upcoming matches." The player concluded his statements. "I am playing with the best group ever. We are Real Madrid, and my dream has come true, being here in this great stadium with this magnificent team. Mbappe leads Real Madrid to victory over Betis. It is worth noting that Mbappe led Real Madrid to victory in the match against Real Betis in the fourth round of La Liga. The French star scored twice in the match, precisely in the 67th minute of the second half, following a pass from Fede Valverde, and then added his second goal in the 75th minute via a penalty. The player reached his third goal with the team since his arrival, after the first goal he scored in the UEFA Super Cup final against Atalanta.
Diaz. What Valverde is doing with Real Madrid is impressive. Real Madrid recovered and finally managed to win against Real Betis 3-0 yesterday in the third round of La Liga. This match saw Federico Valverde's brilliance. The Real Madrid midfielder who assisted in the team's first goal scored by Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe also scored the second goal for Real Madrid from a penalty. Álvaro Diaz, a winger for Real Madrid, praised Valverde, stating that what he is doing on the field is exceptional. Diaz said, "You have to applaud him. He is a player who shows what he is and never gives up. I have only words of praise for Valverde because he is a great player, and having him in our team is tremendous. He is a versatile player." Diaz added in his comments, "The match seemed good. My entry into the game provided what the match required and what the team needed. I managed to assist in scoring the second goal from the penalty and in many attacks and creating chances." He continued, "It was a very good match. We knew how to interpret the game and what it needed. We were strong defensively and highly effective in the second half. When there are many spaces at the end, they become more tired. We had a tough time against everyone we played because the opponents were very good defensively. But when we move the ball quickly, they get tired and we exploit the opportunities more." Regarding Mbappe, the Moroccan international concluded, "I told him he had to score a goal and he said to me, 'Don't worry, it will happen.' And today he scored 2 goals. That's Kylian. He is an incredible player. We have an incredible attacking line with Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Kylian. He was right. We had to stay calm. Injury curse hits Real Madrid, but there is good news. The French national team announced the injury of one of its players who is active in La Liga with Real Madrid, confirming his absence from the matches against Italy and Belgium. France will face Italy in the first round of the UEFA Nations League next Friday, and will host Belgium 3 days later in the same competition. In an official statement, the French national team announced on Twitter the injury of Ferland Mendy, a Real Madrid player. The French team revealed that the player has an injury in his right shin, which will require him to return to Madrid for treatment and begin the recovery phase to participate in matches after the international break. The French team also announced his replacement, Lucas Digne, of Aston Villa, who will take his place tonight. Additionally, misfortunes come in threes. Tchouaméni and Ceballos shock Real Madrid. Reliable journalist Fabrizio Hawkins reported that Real Madrid star Aurélien Tchouaméni is suffering from an injury to his left foot. Fabrizio Romano also added that Tchouaméni's injury will prevent him from joining the French national team, as the player has already left the national team camp during the current international break. Tchouaméni is thus the third Real Madrid player to suffer an injury today, following Dani Ceballos and Ferland Mendy. Ceballos is considered the biggest blow to Real Madrid today, as his absence from the field will last for 2 months. Real Madrid is set to face a challenging period with matches against Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid in La Liga. They will also compete in the UEFA Champions League under the new group stage format. Real Madrid delivers good news to its fans. Real Madrid has announced good news regarding the injured players during the current international break. Reports had detailed the injuries of Aurélien Tchouaméni and Ferland Mendy on Monday and their exclusion from the France camp. Fabrizio Romano, a player and coach transfer expert in Europe, stated that the Real Madrid coaching staff, led by Carlo Ancelotti, is not concerned about the injuries of Aurélien Tchouaméni and Ferland Mendy. He continued on his X account. The coaching staff expects both players to be ready after the international break, while Dani Ceballos will return later. Reports also indicated that Ceballos' absence from the field will be for 2 months due to a grade 3 ankle sprain affecting the ligaments in his right ankle.